men were in power, we weren't happy. It wasn't fair that only heterosexual white men made the rules. So we stopped conforming, made up some wars, spent their testosterone. They toppled over each other's towers. And you could say those left behind inherited the earth. So they made some changes, but somehow managed to fall into the same power-hungry trap that the men did. Instead of freeing us, they began to suffocate us even more. They became the very thing they hated. It seems we tried to move forward so fast that we ended up back where we started. We finally were equal, or so they'll have you believe.
The results of the estrogen levels data, Ma'am.
I trust the trend has continued.
I can't see how the change is going to slow down now.
Those poor fools.
And the data is reliable?
It's been collected and analysed by women.
Outside of Mining Corp 779, testosterone is down to trace levels.
I don't want trace levels. No testosterone means no testosterone.
There's a belief it can only be heard during acts of violence, whatever that means, but who's heard of violence in this day?
Thank you, Mildred.
Mother's love, Ma'am.
Mother's love.
Where have you been?
Shh.
This is the hour where the mutts get taken out for exercise. Even the slightest trace of testosterone is toxic. Please tell me again, not like I've heard it before. Enlighten me. Flair, if you continue these wrong-headed sympathies, the Trinity will have no choice.
What? And use violence, the corollary of testosterone?
Flair, the Trinity use love. That's why we are superior to men.
You know what, Ken? I love the way you talk about men as if they were insignificant to us. It's not like we wouldn't be here without them or anything. Why don't I know anything about Dad? Like, tell me anything. Like, how old was he when Mother banished him? What colour is his hair? What colour is his eyes?
Flair!
Ugh, you never tell me anything.
Why are you bothering so much of the past? It's not even relevant anymore. And what are you doing with these? Is this a rebellion against Mother's love?
Yeah, Mother's love.
You have been brought here today because each one of you has been identified as a key part of the problem. You may think you're being clever. You may think that you won't get caught. You may think that if you all rebel together, then surely Trinity can't punish you all.
Trinity is the problem! You're tired! You're tired!
But you are mistaken. We are watching.
What do you mean?
We will not tolerate this behaviour. Female leaders always maintain equality. Mother's love.
You can't run away from this, Flair. The men are violent. They are the problem.
We carried out a test of the gas using one of the rioters.
The trial was successful. His hormone levels quite clearly began to balance and his gender is being eliminated. We are happy to proceed if needed.
And what of the antidote?
That trial was also a success.
Mother, can I speak to you privately? There's something you might want to say.
It is time to proceed.
Mother?
Proceed.
Mother, with all due respect, are you sure we're ready to proceed? Have you thought this through?
I have. Of course, it isn't going to end easily, especially with my...
Especially with what, Mother?
nothing.
They still think they're fighting for equality. They have no idea. Now that we have successful trials of the gap...
The only way to make them equal is to take away what makes them different.
Have you got the antidote?
I have them right here.
It's your call.
Proceed.
Hi Mum, so you've made your decision then? You're actually going to go and do that to those men and women?
Kin, surely you haven't been influenced by this nonsense. You know what has to be done.
Stop! Just stop! I thought the men were the problem. Now I see who the real problem is. I never thought it would go this far. How could you do this to us?
Kin,
No, stay away from me.
take these. They'll keep you from harm.
So this was the Trinity's heroic final solution. They made everyone equal. They took away what makes them different. They saved them from themselves. So they made an antidote for the people. But what is good for the people? Now I have the antidote, that decision lies with me. I had to do something. To bring justice, an exchange was made. We were finally equal, or so I will try to achieve. It seemed we tried to move forward so fast that we ended up back where we started.